And that should be it. I think we're live. What's the sound? There's the sounds. And of course, I need to get performance mode in OBS. There it is. Alright, cool. Yeah, Singapore tonight, sprint race as well. 10 laps, 31 laps, and of course, first at 18 minutes of qualifying. And I'm joined today by Jesse, our tier 1 driver. Jesse, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. It'll be interesting to see the sprint race around Singapore. It's quite unusual.
Yep. It's never been done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be even more laps for the drivers to fuck up. So.
Yep. An additional 10 laps for many safety cars.
This is not an easy track.
Have you had any practice this week?
None at all.
Oh shit.
I had no time.
No time as well. That's gonna be an interesting race for you in tier 1. And I do know some of the tier 2 drivers had no practice at all. And yeah, probably most of them. And I do know DNF has practiced a lot. So I guess we have high hopes for the Williams driver. Of course, he's fighting for the championship. And hello, Ludovico Ippolito, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Good to see you in the chat cheering on your brother. There he is in Alpha Tower. He's still in the pit lane. And Logan indeed has not touched the game, even. Oh, okay. So I guess we won't...
Is it not going well?
Yeah, well, Logan will probably end up in the walls. So, the thing is, when will Logan...
I did some Singapore time trial like 1.5 weeks ago, but yeah, I've completely forgot this track on this game.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big issue. Ludovico, we do know crossplay has been enabled, or at least beta testing is going on in, I think it already is, in the session 2 for testing. We do not know if it is gonna be any good. Knowing EA, there will probably be a lot of bugs, especially with connectivity issues. So unless we do know for 100%, there won't be any connection issues between PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. We are still racing only on PC. But of course, you can always just join our Discord, chat with the other drivers, and once we do know, won't be any issues. We will accept PlayStation and Xbox users, of course. I can just set a purple sector 1. I think it's yellow in sector 3. Nicely the video. It should be the first link in the description.
Oh, there's a spin from Logan.
Yep, there he is already.
A bit too early on the throttle and away you go.
Yeah, oh shit. I'll share my screen in Discord, of course. Where is it? There it is.
Winfrida sets a 39.8 and then Tigo sets a 38.0. Wow, that's almost 2 seconds quicker. Next over the line is going to be George. And he spins before the line.
Oh, wow. How do we even spin right there?
Yeah.
Probably drifting through the last corner. And just not catching the car in time.
Next person of the line is going to be Sora. It's P3 with a 42.0. And then DNF P2 with a 38.8. 8 tenths behind Tigo. There we have Logan. It goes P8. Oh. Oh yeah, he spun, of course.
Yeah, he spun.
2 minute 11. That's. I don't think that's a legit time.
Me neither.
Yep.
And is it me or has the Williams car had a livery change? Looks a lot darker than before.
Yeah, I agree. It looks metallic now. I don't think it did before. It has a
lot more
Logan's
black,
crypto coin scam on it, so. Next up the line is the new guy. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. P10.
Ippo. Let's just go with Ippo. Ippon.
Polito Eduardo.
66.
I did it.
Yeah. At least you tried. Luckily it is just George instead of yeah.
Well, I finally learned how to pronounce his name. His last name.
Alright, go ahead.
It's Ioannidis.
Ioannidis. Nah. Seems reasonable.
At least I think it is.
Nah, you two are Italian. That's why we Dutchies probably don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris just set a purple sector 2 somehow.
Maybe he is goated on this track.
Would be a fine addition to the front row in McLaren. As Chris is the only one this week. Yep, unfortunately couldn't make it.
Oh, almost spun out there. He kept it in the white line, so. That's gonna be a P6. Just behind Peter.
Decent
Pretty
first
good time.
time.
Yeah.
Quite some time to Tigo and DNF though. Oh, there goes Chris.
DNF is improving in the first sector right now. Half a tenth improvement.
It is something. But in the first sector, he needs to find 8 tenths to get at first position.
Yeah.
But so far, the P1 and P2 do look secure for the Alfa Romeo Williams driver. 38s and the rest is on the high 39s and even 40 plus seconds.
And as always, Tigo up front.
Yep, you will be happy with that as an Alfa Romeo Tier 1 driver.
Logan goes P3 with a 39.0. And I saw him making a few mistakes out there, so it's definitely an improvement still in there.
He can jump below the 39s.
See what DNF is going to do. It's improvement by 2 tenths.
2 tenths.
Still in P2.
Nowhere near enough. That first lap by Tigo is such a mess lap. Oh, small oversteer.
Yeah.
Dus daar van boord
He's about to start this lap now. Oh, you have to get so very close to the wall there on the exit.
It's all about maximizing the track.
He's basically dead on his own time.
Yep.
And he's got a Haas in front of him. But just about goes out of the way.
Pretty late on throttle. You could really hear those high revs in fourth gear.
It's interesting to see in that the inside curb, you know, the curb I mean,
Yeah.
Like, yeah, some people fully mount it, and some people just avoid it. It's really interesting to see. As Tigo says, it's a purple sector 2.
Yep.
2 tenths
down.
faster. And we thought his first lap was already a flyer. .37.6. Second faster than DNF.
Holy shit. And Winfrieda has retired as he crashed out. The last part of sector 3. Crashed on 8. P4 for now, but still 7 minutes left.
What is... His AI is continuing to drive? Or is that... Oh, that's George, never mind.
George. In P3, decent recovery from George. After this, failed attempt for the back-to-back win in Belgium.
Yeah.
Smooth Criminal is also on a hot lap. Never mind, it's on an out lap. The game doesn't show it. Oh, and Petita
is improving.
Yeah, purple sector 2.
But he's stuck behind Logan. Logan not moving out of the way. Yeah, he's definitely losing time here.
Yep, up to the last 2 corners. Turn 22
oh, wait.
2 and 23.
That was Tigo actually, that wasn't Logan.
Tigo went out of the way and Petita improves by 8 tenths. Up into P5. With early retirement from Winfrieda. Not doing him any good. Yeah, so the track is getting quicker and quicker.
Wait, did Tigo move out of the way on your screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna restart my game. I might be a bit desynced.
Of course, the usual desync issues.
What is a race without desync?
A game not made by EA.
Yep. Bang on.
Let's hop on board with the side pilot, George. As he needs to find 3 tenths to be enough. But on 2 lap softs, I don't think he will manage it. Quite cautious on throttle out of is it turn 7 in the second tune. Also quite an early upshift into 8th gear from 7 to 8. So this pretty much looks like a practice lap for George instead of improving his own time.
Yeah, on my screen it says it's an outlap.
Ah, on mine it doesn't. That's why.
But even though his tires are 2 laps old.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, they did an outlap.
Oh, now the outlap is gone. Ah, great.
Nice.
Ah, this is such an amazing game.
Let's add crossplay to this game. It will be stable. There won't be any connectivity issues.
They said. Logan into the final corner. What's it gonna be? P2.
Ooh. Almost a
It's an
second
Alfa
behind.
Romeo lockout. Alfa Romeo front row lockout
Wow.
for now. Oh no, DNF jumps him. Goes into P2 on 3/10 behind Tigo.
Purple sector 3 as well. DNF grabbed his cup of coffee out, spins.
Well, at least it's after his lap.
Yeah.
Maybe he just wanted to make way for Juji, I don't know.
The Red Bull in P15.
Yeah,
Yeah. Luigi, I don't know. Joe, Ju.
let's just call him TRP.
Yeah. And many people on and out lap. We can see already a lot of yellow sectors for slow driving cars as they are moving out of the way for everyone else. And quite a lot of traffic at the end of sector 2.
Tigo is going out again. I think he's comfortable where he is.
Still on the pit lane. And a fast lap is at least 38, 138. So yeah. We won't see any action from Tigo anymore. DNF can do another lap. But finding 3/10 on soft tires that are already a lap down. What about the battery? No battery left as well. DNF
Yeah,
won't do
there's
it.
no way. Yeah, he's probably gonna stay in P2. Yeah, he's going to the pits.
Yep. Logan moving out of the way. Also not a full battery left for him.
Looks like he's just trying to go slow and brake as much as possible to regain, but you're not gonna regain a lot by doing that. He's gonna go for it anyway.
Yeah,
Oh,
why
and he
not?
spins.
Just check his lap. Nice, well done, Logan. One driver that is on a well, trying to improve his lap is Pintita in the Haas.
8/10. Oh wait, no, that was his previous lap. Let's see what's first sector is gonna be.
First sector, of course, 2 DRS zones. All about power.
Tenths.
Yep. Well done, Pintita. It will get him to, well, only improve his time. He needs to find at least 8/10.
8/10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
George. Gonna be quite a task. What about sector 2? Only 3 more corners. 11, 12 and 13. There's Logan retiring.
It's a pretty good hairpin.
Another DRS zone, and what's it gonna be? 5/10,
5/10.
purple sector 2.
He needs 3/10 to go to P4.
Now the most technical part and difficult part of the track. 90-degree corners on small track under the bridge.
Yeah, you want your minimum speed to be as high as possible there. Going into the final 2 corners.
Can Pintita jump to maybe even the second row? He can't, he won't jump anyone. He does improve his time by half a second. But won't jump anyone, so... Anyone else? Nope, Chris slower. What about his teammate in the Haas, Alex? Will he get below the 140s? He won't, but he does improve just a tiny bit.
I think he improved a place as well. From 10th to 9th.
Actually, he indeed does
Oh, wait.
so. Jumping Sora.
Yeah. He went from 12th to 9th actually.
Nah, well,
Because he-
in top 10.
Yeah, he was behind Chris and then P9.
But that does mean Tigo takes pole position for the sprint race. Ahead of DNF, Logan, George, Pintita, Winfrieda, Jordapits, and Smooth Criminal starting in the points positions. Of course, only P1, P8 will get any points. And it's Alex, Sora, Peter. Quite a difficult qualifying for Peter. P11, and it's Chris. Hippo, Destroy, and TRP, Yuye. Not even going out. Not even setting a time.
Maybe he wants to do a Lasso First challenge, I don't know.
He
Could be.
wants to do a Hamilton in Brazil.
Yeah. Or just Jarno Opmer style. 110 AI.
Yeah, I don't know about his
How many
TRP
laps is
guy.
the sprint race? Is
10.
it like 8 laps? 10 laps?
10 laps. And the main race is 31. 41
Alright.
in total. With a brief red flag period.
Here we go. Formation lap has started.
Do you know of the bug that the formation lap won't, or at least when the drivers complete the formation lap, the lights won't go on?
I read that it was only with the if the host is if the host also spectates the lobby, then it won't start. But now that Peter is hosting the lobby and he's not spectating, so it should work fine.
Yeah, that does explain why the tier 1 race
never know.
last time worked immediately.
Yeah. But I read that if the spectator hosts, then it won't start the lights out thing.
Procedure.
But yeah, but if you have no information lap, it will start just fine. So it's really weird.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, I had another league race where they just didn't do the formation lap and it worked fine, but we all had like 70-degree tires.
Lots of chaos in
That
the
did
turn
not
1.
work just fine. No, it was actually just fine because everyone had cool tires and they were all like going very safe.
Nah, it was smart drivers going in cautious. And we see that happening here in tier 2.
Tigo went wide. Luckily damaged himself in formation lap.
And Tigo has started on a soft tire. Everyone else except for Alex on the mediums.
It's really interesting. Because I think mediums can make it to the end, but softs, that's gonna be very hard. As he spins again.
I'm not sure if Tigo is still awake. Spinning, touching the barrier. Soft tires.
Maybe just warming up the tires.
Yeah.
As Logan disqualifies. So does Tigo. Oh, this might be a chance for the NF here to jump Tigo at the start.
Let's see as the last drivers are slotting in. Lights are... Yeah, there they are, turning on. One by one, and we will be off for Singapore's sprint. There they are. What about the start from Tigo on the softs?
The NF has jumped him, it looks like.
Tigo struggling with wheel spin.
Oh, he's still on the outside.
Yeah, but it is DNF on the inside. He will have to go in there. And what about Logan? Can Logan benefit from that as well? Peter Penalty already taking one place and just a bit more grip for Tigo. Does mean he can go into the corners, a bit more speed, a bit later on the brakes. And already jumping DNF again. As they head into second sector.
Looks like it was an amazing start for Juji. He went from last to P11, 4 places gained.
Yeah, but doing the last first chances. Chris is falling down to P15. Also a brief yellow flag, and already a 1 second gap for Tigo on those soft tires, but how long will they last? I don't know. He might have to hope for Logan to overtake DNF right up there in the gearbox and hold him off. Tita fencing an overtake on the outside, but has Smooth Criminal on the inside. DNF has some track in those starts. Not sure how he does it. So with a Haas driver falling down to P9, Pintita, there he is. Spinning contact, I don't know.
P12.
He is gone and you're already up into P9.
Yes. Alex is actually on the hards.
Yeah, I don't know why he goes the hards over the medium. But he is in front of his teammate.
Maybe just wants to see how they are for the main race. I don't know. Might be a good strategy.
Be an option as well. I think there's a lot of fighting in the midfield between George and Sora. A brief moment of contact, but both drivers can continue. George still ahead, but a lot of pressure from Sora. Sora brakes so much later and overtakes George. Where is Jordy pitch? He overtakes the Ferrari driver as well. Look like it.
George on the outside. Is he gonna try to make a lunge?
Ooh, he does, and he stays within the track.
Oh, Sora. Oh, it goes into the barrier.
Yep, there is Sora into the barrier, heading wide. Nose diving into there. I can see there he is. Oh, and turning into one of the Haas drivers. Causing his front wing to break off. Bye-bye race for Sora. Smooth Criminal.
Yeah, having wing damage over here is not something you want to have.
Especially not in the sprint race, only 10 laps in total.
Looks like the gap between Tigo and DNF has stagnated a bit. After 2 laps only. On the soft.
It might just be managing his tires. 1.5 seconds is enough to take control. What about his battery though? Yeah, 70%. It's decent. There goes Sora retiring and causing a virtual safety car, which helps Tigo. For how long? There's into the pit lane. How much longer will we have the virtual safety car? And there it is. It's gone. The guy's enabled as well. So
it looks like DNF gained half a second in that virtual safety car to Tigo. Much better restart.
And he needs to, because Logan is behind him within that 1 second. He will have DRS. DNF won't just yet. It's in there. But we have 2 Ferraris fighting on screen. Winfrieda and George. We get in DRS going open in the following lap. And if they manage it well, they can.
It's really tight from Smooth Criminal all the way to Jordy pitch. It's like a train. Oh, as Winfrieda steps out, and he loses the rear end.
He does catch the car only just in time to not go into the baggage, but it does lose the fight with Smooth, George and Jordy pitch, falling down to P8.
Luckily, it did not sustain any damage.
No, really lucky for that, otherwise it would have been a pit stop all the way outside of
Logan, right? Logan is very close right now, behind DNF.
Yep, that DRS is helping him. battery as well. 50% used already.
Yeah, DNF is really trying to not use his ERS yet. It's really saving it.
Yeah, the gap to Tigro is already getting bigger and bigger. And Chris standing still on start-finish. Spinning in the last corner. Attention back to DNF at Logan.
Oh, it looks like he has wing damage. Yeah, his entire wing is off.
For Chris?
Yeah.
I already went into the pit lane. Second time for Chris.
Ouch.
Oh, pit a penalty. Did he go into the pit lane? He did. That's why he's on hards. Don't know what happened. Where he got damaged. P12 is it a bad race for him in the Williams, as his teammate is fighting for podium. 2 seconds behind Tigro. But still 5 laps left for the soft tires to survive. Yellow sector 1 for Jordy Pitch. Another driver spinning the car around the Singapore streets.
The gap between the top 2 drivers is already 2 seconds now. It's getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, Tigro just a bit more battery than DNF. Probably gambling on soft tires to.
Oh, Logan
collapse.
is really close now. On his gearbox. Oh, a bit of a slide.
Oversteer. Oh shit. In Logan's point of view, yep. A bad accident with that oversteer snap. Does mean he won't catch DNF using DRS in lap 5. So in lap 6 we might expect something from the Alfa Romeo driver. There's Chris in the pit lane again. .5 seconds for DNF to Tigro. The gap.
It's really getting bigger now. Quite substantially.
Even with pressure from behind by Logan, he does not go any faster.
The only 2 people within the DRS right now are Logan and Jordy Pitch. There's not really any fights going on at the moment.
Nope. It's quite usual for tier 2 sadly.
And Singapore as well.
Yep.
Ooh, DNF has almost driven Logan out of his DRS.
Jordy Pitch losing the car, and the only fight on track will are these 2 drivers in the Williams and the Alfa Romeo, DNF and Logan. And DNF is using his battery. That's why, indeed, Logan's arms are set outside of the DRS window. But the gap to Tigro is not getting any smaller.
I think Logan is trying to save his ERS for the final few laps to attack him.
Yeah, can we compare the 2 drivers? Yeah, the 2 drivers have the same amount of ERS left.
Yeah. Well, Tigro is actually using a bit. He's on 27%, 25.
He needs to get a big enough gap to cancel out the soft tires on 80-90%.
Yeah.
In the last lap or 2. after that spin from Jordy Pitch, he is recovering and close the gap to Ippo. Still just more than a second. With only 3 more laps to go for Logan to try and overtake DNF to get the front row lockout for the 50% race. We can take a look at what is the telemetry. Position changes. Because the last of first challenge for TRP UA already up 9 places. Of course, some drivers spun. Got damaged, but up to P6. 1.8 seconds behind both criminal.
Doing pretty good.
Yeah. First points for him as well in the sprint race.
If he finishes here, he already has more points than me, so.
Yeah. and
George spun, so he's now into P5.
Yeah, George back to his teammate. Almost. Still 20 seconds behind the 2 Ferrari drivers. And still less than a second between DNF and Logan. Logan is using more battery than DNF. And Julia might even fancy a AP4. He closed the gap to Smooth Criminal in Aston Martin.
Yeah, and he might get the arrest here on the coming straight. Yeah, he will. Doing a really good job out there.
2 more laps for the Red Bull currently reserve driver to get into the top 4. With this,
that was close. Almost spun.
Just the car in time.
And Logan is now almost out of the DRS.
Yeah, DNF has a lot more battery left to use. Yellow sector 2 for again Jordy Pitch. Probably spinning out. There he is again. Logan is outside of the DRS window with 2 more laps to go. 1 more after this one. Less than 2. So what can Julia do? Same medium tires. What about the battery usage? 24% for UA. Smooth Criminal. Let's say, whoa. There goes TRP. Gone out of the fight for P4. He can continue ahead of George.
Logan is now losing a lot of time to DNF. And DNF is gaining a lot of time to Tycho.
Probably blasting a lot of his battery juices.
He still has 30%.
Yeah. Both Alfa Romeos have nothing left. Almost nothing. Low 2 seconds and more than 2 seconds to Logan.
Yeah, DNF is gaining a lot to Tycho right now. I think the softs are completely obliterated at this point. At this moment. Yeah, he gained like 1.5 seconds this lap alone.
Yeah, gaining the time is a different story than overtaking someone on track here in the Singapore streets.
Tycho did a 43.5 and DNF did a 42.3. Yeah, 1.2 seconds. I don't think it will be enough to overtake him though.
Yeah, if he gets below that 1 second mark as soon as possible, he can gain a bit more using DRS. But it will be in the second zone, at least the one in sector 2, at the end of sector 2, but it's too small. too short. .2 seconds for DNF.
Oh, this is going to be close with the DRS.
The section point will be up there pretty soon. He won't get it.
Just about not got it. But Tigo did go wide by a long shot over there, so he gained like half a second with that. But I don't think there's space in the final sector of the track to overtake.
Nope, there won't be any. Especially not
yeah, he's in his gearbox right now.
DNF needs to come from really far to try and put it on the inside. He won't do it in, I don't know what turn it is. 20 something. And the last two left. Can he do it on exit? Using a bit more of the ERS. Going a bit wider, taking a lot more speed, but he does not do so. Only a tenth between Tigo and DNF after coming from a 3-second deficit.
He tried on the last corner.
He did. Using the last corner as a slingshot. But taking P2 ahead of Logan. 5.1 seconds. Logan was like, nah, I don't care. Smooth Kilmore taking P4 ahead of UJ taking P5. Good starts. Was last the first challenge.
Hippo taking P9 just out of the points. And then we have Jordi. He has a 3-second time penalty. He got it in the final lap. But that will not lose him any places.
Nah. 18 seconds to destroy. Yeah, the penalty in P12. And it's Petita, Chris and Sora retiring. And Logan had damage. Somehow.
Oh.
He doesn't even know how or why or when.
That might be the explanation as to why he fell back at the end.
Yeah, or the excuse. Tigo indeed had 80% after 10 laps. And DNF also had wing damage. At least he is saying so in the Discord. The driver of the day, at least for the sprint, is UJ. Let's see if he can continue the pace into the sprint race. Let me click advance. F6 results for the sprint. There they are. 8 points for Tigo. Closing the gap to DNF by 1 point in the championship standings. But how much does he need? He needs quick maths. 6. He's now 5 points behind Tigo. What about Logan? Because Gap is not here. Gap has 61. Logan's 57. So Logan does indeed jump Gap in the championship standings. And now P3. P3.
I am gonna take a short break to get something to drink.
Good idea. Still have the information lab, of course. And everyone needs to join, or at least connect. And then we will be starting the OGKROE Singapore Grand Prix. 20 seconds timer is ticking down. Any predictions? Probably Tigo taking a win ahead of DNF and Logan. I don't see them. Well, I don't know about Logan finishing. If he does finish, I see him spinning twice. or getting wing damage in the last lap, losing 3 positions. But if it does so, does not get any damage whatsoever, I don't see the top 3 changing. Don't underestimate TRP Yuye. Doing his first challenge and get the lap data. What about the tires? DNF starting on those softs. Tycho choosing for the medium tire. And Logan doing the opposite of his teammate. Same for Smooth Criminal on the hards. His teammate Sora 15 on the hards.
Oh, DNF is the only one on the soft tires.
Yeah.
So that's definitely gonna be a 2-stop for him.
Yeah.
So what he needs to do is get in front of Tycho, like immediately. You don't want to get stuck behind someone on an inferior tire.
And we have seen DNF taking first place in the first few corners in the sprint race, but losing out on his superior tire, the soft tire, with more grip. It's up to DNF to do the same and use those softs to his advantage. And Logan and Smooth Criminal starting on the hard tires probably won't be that big of a threat anymore. Of course, yeah, George is there. I can see George doing a quote-unquote stupid dive into turn 1, starting in P6 on his medium tires. And indeed, the formation lap is long on this track, Divin. You're so right. There they are. Who are last few guys? The Destroy? Destroy together with Petita. Oh. That is... What was it? Jordan Pitch spinning already in the formation lap. Yeah, quite old for DNF to start on the soft tire. You probably want a soft tire at the end of your race. Low fuel.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where he'll be, like within 5 to 10 laps, if his pace will drop or not.
Last time it was 80% for Tycho and around 7 laps, but the lights are on. High the gaps. And where is DNF? DNF on the soft tires. Altogether jumping Tycho into turn 1, forcing Alfa Romeo wide over the curbs. No touching at all, so just hard racing. And that's Logan. Yep, there he is, already gone. And Smooth Criminal taking P3. Yuye in P4. Tycho. Can he get some overspeed? He can't. So he won't dive on the inside, knowing he has medium tires. The race will come to him at the end. After 11
that was always gonna happen with Logan on the hard tires.
Yep. Whoever was on hard tires, it was Smooth Criminal, I believe. Smooth Criminal has had a successful start on the hard tires, gaining in place thanks to Logan spinning out.
Looks like Sora's having some issues. He's controlling the car from the spectator menu.
Okay.
Yeah.
GG's, I guess.
And there goes Jordy Pitch with Jay back. They spun together.
Hard fighting between the Mercedes drivers, and also hard fighting between Alex and George. Alex splitting the two Ferraris. The penalty is at quite a good first lap so far up into P8. Starting from 12th on those medium tires did him good. Now he needs to close the gap to other medium runners in front of him as well. DNF fastest lap, of course. Soft tires. But he can't shake off Tycho so far. They're dropping a few paces and George lunging it around the outside of Alex. Maybe even touching, I don't know. At least Alex is lost the control over his car. Dropping around to P9. Can Chris jump him as well? There is Logan already up to P11.
Yeah, he's recovering quite well.
Yep, really fighting with Chris and Alex.
Yeah, Logan not using any ERS here at all. Just letting them both fight it out. Then capitalizing from their fight.
Yep, taking a line outside, bring in such more speed and already ahead of Chris. It's one place done. As we have a nice bot in the YouTube chat. Nice. Let's see if I can ban the bot.
Logan really on the gearbox of Ippo right now. Oh, and they touch.
Yeah, Logan so faster. Yeah, BRB dumb. And Logan with that touch losing a position to Chris as well.
Ego is faster than DNF actually.
Yeah, close to 5, there's DRS.
Now DRS enabled.
And oh! Late braking from Logan, touching Chris on the backside, lifting his car, and Alex further up ahead, losing the car as well.
Yeah, I think what happened is that Alex spun and then Ippo and Chris had to react to that, but Logan didn't know what happened. So, he couldn't do anything there. Luckily he survived. But I don't know if he has damage.
Does look like it on my screen at least. And
Yeah.
yellow sector 1 for
Visually
Alex.
no damage. Logan on the outside of Chris, and he takes the place.
Space
Now
back.
P9.
Yeah, next victim is gonna be Ippo. Yeah, sector 2 for Alex. Alex is done for now. P14 spinning twice in a few laps. And I don't know what happened to TRP Yuya. He was in P4, but now behind both Ferrari drivers. When I've lost it, but still up into P6 ahead of pay the penalty 2 seconds. And DNF can't shake off Tycho on those soft tires. Just the raw pace for Tycho is so much faster than DNF.
Yeah. Right now he's just staying with him because of the DRS. DRS is helping a lot here. Even though the straights aren't very long.
Yeah, and both drivers not using ERS as well. We need all about the rear wing opening. Ooh, there is Joy the pitch, losing the car just after he overtook Chris and McLaren. Logan already closed the gap to Ippo in the AlphaTauri. Now with
Yeah, he might
DRS.
fancy an overtaker.
People will be on the inside for
Braking
turn
later.
7. Probably will
Cutting
be.
a bit in the corner. Yeah, I think that was track limits.
Yeah. But he is ahead of Ippo. And now needs to find 7.6 seconds to pay the penalty. Long road ahead, but 3R. Down again into the rhythm. Julia closed the gap to the first Ferrari already. George. Oh, big oversteer snap for the Red Bull driver. He does catch the car and loses about nothing. Still in the gearbox of the Ferrari. Heading into last 2 corners. Turn 22 and 23.
George
Around,
goes
yeah, it's
into
a
the
George in the
pits.
pit lane, yeah. Does he have damage? I don't know.
You think he does if you're on medium, so you pit this early. Yeah, new wing.
Yep, there it is, new wing. This time around, Ferrari without the front end plate is not
Logan already
happening.
back into P7.
Already gained 3 seconds to pay the penalty. Holy
Yeah.
shit, he's going fast. Or pay the penalty, he's going slow. I think it's because pay the penalty going slow. 9.5 seconds to UA. Last time I checked, it was about 6 seconds.
Maybe at a bit of a moment.
Might explain it. In Frida and Smooth Criminal and Tigon DNF fighting on track as well. ERS for the Ferrari behind. Into turn 14. Not gaining that much time. And I see in the background Yuye with another oversteer snap, losing so much time again. As okay, Logan is, I think Peter Bounty is indeed having a lot of trouble. Might have no setup. I don't know.
I see he is on every corner he's almost going maximum steer lock. He's just going. He's letting Logan by.
He might have some wheel issues again.
Yeah.
Using it a bit too much. Oh, grip race for Peter Penalty. Well, at least he's still in P7.
Yuya into the pits.
Yeah, he lost his front wing end plate. The left side.
Yeah.
After that oversteer snap.
Logan already into P5.
Yeah.
Nice recovery so far.
15 seconds to win Frida. And yellow sector 3 for... Is it? Jordan. No, it's
That
Jay
is,
back.
yeah, that's Jay back, yeah.
Using his front wing. No virtual or physical safety car. We're lucky so far. 6 laps in.
Well, Logan is also gaining quite fast on win Frida.
He's flying on his hard tires. Only 5 laps old. Compared to the same for the mediums as well.
Let's see the pace difference between him and Higo on the softs. Okay, and Logan does. Logan is only like the same time or like half a second slower on like two compounds harder.
He is in free air now. And Tigo is, well, I would say he's being blocked by DNF. But he touched the wall and lost his front wing end plate. And is diving into the pit lane. And oh, with a little bit less down. Oh shit, that's like a little bit less downforce. He almost misses the pit entry. But a not so planned pit stop for Tigo.
I need to restart my game. I got fucked over.
Again.
I'm stuck in the race director.
Wow.
I couldn't exit it.
What a nice game.
Yes, it is. I love it.
With that pit stop, Tigo is falling down behind Logan and behind Peter and in front of Jordy Pitch. He's, well, quite close to Peter. 3.5, 4 seconds. UJ is on his way back again for still on his last first challenge, but now in P10 instead of P4. Behind his teammate Destroy. Destroy coming back from his honeymoon. Lots of motivation, lots of energy left. Really driving in P9. And George is back into the pit lane again. He's out now. Don't know why he went to the pit lane again. He put on older or used medium tires again. Yellow sector 1. I don't know who it was, but it's gone again. And Winfrieda finally closed the gap, and it's DNF into the pit lane. Lap 6 will be the call from for the Williams pit lane. And hard tires are bolted on. So, can he extend it all the way to the end for another soft stint? I don't know, probably will be to the mediums. I don't know if he even has a fresh set of softs left. But he is still ahead of Tycho by how many seconds? A bit less than 8 and a bit less than 5 seconds behind Logan. Get a penalty in the pit lane as well. Down to P10 and 3 places gained again by Yuye. First track limit penalty will be for George. 3 seconds.
DNF now 5 seconds behind Logan. I think it's possible to take the hards for 23 laps. It should be, I guess. But then at the end, if Logan pits, he'll be on the softs if he can make it that far.
Yeah, DNF was hoping for a late safety car. With about 5 laps left. And he might get a safety car because George retiring in turn 1. His car is standing still. Let's see where it is. That's really. I see it from Alex's screen. Oh, the car is already gone. So no safety car.
Yeah.
No, not even a virtual one. After the retirements.
And he's leaving the session.
Yeah. George is mad.
Yeah.
After this win in... Ah shit, what was it?
Tycho is gaining time to DNF, but DNF is not really gaining time to Logan.
Yeah, still in 5.5 seconds. Even though he has a bit fresher tires. 7 laps difference. Let's get back again. Standing still with his car. Pirouettes to get back on track. And I don't know what happened to Winfrieda, but I think the medium tire is has collapsed for him. He was within a second to smooth Kirmont. Right now it's 5.7 and the Logan gained a lot of time as well. And there's J-Back retiring. And oh, that indeed causes a safety car. Ooh, can go to the pit lane.
I think this is too early for the hard runners to pit, but
yeah.
Winfrieda is gonna gain a lot of time here because of the safety car.
Yep. Oh, drive through for Alex. Speeding on the safety car. There was al an AlphaTauri of Hippo losing it. Indeed, into the pit lane he goes, Winfrieda.
I would assume on 2 hards. Logan, is he coming in? Yeah, he's also coming in. To what tires? Mediums? But then he's gonna have to pit at the end of the race as well, because you're not gonna do 21 laps on mediums. I think.
I don't see that happening.
Interesting.
Winfrieda is in P4, DNF back to P2, but...
Drive-through for DNF!
What the
oh
fuck?
No.
He got fucked over. Oh.
Oh, he's gonna be mad. And he has to wait until after the safety car as well.
Yep. And a drive-through is not something that can be removed after the race. The lost time.
Yeah, if you just don't do it, you get disqualified, right?
I think so as well. Oh.
It's basically a send back to the. It's basically a send to the back of the grid.
Yeah.
Ay.
Destroy Pita and Chris in the pit lane as well. Destroy into the mediums. Let's see the position changes. Smooth Criminal taking 3. Of course, he still on those. What was it? Yeah, hard tires, 9 laps old. DNF in, well, right now still in P2. Oh, what? Destroy retiring on a safety car? How?
Okay. See what happens from Sora's on board. Oh,
he lost his
yeah.
wheel. Front right wheel. Into the wall.
He probably hit the wall on the inside that just goes a bit more outwards.
Well, Rip Destroy on his first race back. Joining George and Jay back with a DNF behind their names. That's another penalty for Hippo crossing the white line on pit exits. So we're looking at position changes. Yeah, both Alfa Romeos, of course, losing a few positions, but considering Logan was at the back of the grid after the first lap, decent recovery for him so far. PRP Yuye back into P5 where he started. Scored the pitch, gaining 4, paid a penalty, gaining 5. Solid race from him. Well, so far. Considering he had some issues. Winfrida losing 1, Petita 4 gained, Sora 5 gained. Chris gaining 3. Flirting with the points in P11. And Alex and Ippo losing 4 each. Everyone already did a pit stop, except for Smooth Criminal, still running on those 10 lap old hard tires. It'll be interesting to see what he will do. Pace wise and when he will pit. Probably in the mediums. And Destroy pitted. And he spun, of course, due to the cold tires everyone has.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Ippo retiring.
Oh,
he's still driving.
Yeah.
But yeah, Destroy had cold tires, spun, got wing damage, couldn't turn well because of the wing damage. Crashed, they got the wing, and in the next corner he completely crashed.
I think it's gonna take a short while until the safety car's gonna go away.
Yep, still, what is it? Chris and Sora. Quite far back. Sad to hear it was a scam done. Chat.xyz.
Yeah. Chris, track limit penalty.
On the safety car. Well done. That's not the easiest thing to do.
Ippo had a wheel problem.
Ah, that sucks. I hope it will be fixed for next week. We have another driver in here, Vince. Vince Vongen. His wheel is still at the repair shop. 3, 4, 5
Still
weeks
is
later.
there?
Yeah, I think it is.
Whoa.
At least that's why he did not race in the last 2 weeks. For that, I would just get a new wheel.
Yeah.
Ah, Vince will be racing next week, probably. Nice. Nice timing.
Nice.
Still two races left. Silverstone and Imola, I believe.
Yeah, Imola, yeah. So safety car would be in this lap. DNF spun.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, he already had a drive-through, so...
Yeah, but still, now it's gonna get even more back at the grid.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's basically race gone. Unless there's a safety car again.
Alright, chance, but what about Smooth Criminal? Oh, and it's Smooth Criminal losing it on traction out of the last corner. So it's Tigo and Logan, P1, P2 for Alfa Romeo.
No.
And UAE up into P3. Pay the penalty
So
ahead of Jordan Pitch. Not quite yet.
So basically, Smooth Criminal stayed out all that time, only to spin when the safety car goes away.
Yep.
UAE now in P3 actually. He's doing a really good job.
Indeed
And
is.
Peter P4.
Yep. Fighting off Jordi Pitch and Frida behind him. I think they might close the gap as well with these 3 drivers.
Oh,
Fighting
Winfried
Jordi.
overtaking Jordi Pitch. Of course, on the better soft tire.
Yeah. Won't last that long though. Probably about 4 or 5 laps left in them. And Ludo, your brother indeed had a problem with the wheel. No shame in that. Can happen to the best of us. But
Logan is pushing Tigo around.
wow, okay,
Oh,
Logan.
on the inside.
Okay, Logan on the inside taking it. Give just a tiny bit enough space.
So of course on the softer tire.
Yeah.
Looking at the time, I'm gonna have to go.
Oh yeah,
in
10
a
minutes.
few minutes.
Yeah. Okay. And
Wow.
fucking hell, the bot is back again.
I don't know if you're gonna see anything of qualifying in Tier 1.
Probably not. Good. At a third of the race. How long on the laps? 43. Gonna be
Yeah,
won't be
it's
any
halfway
qualifying.
done, so 15 minutes times like 140. Yeah, that's like 20 minutes left of this race. If there won't be any safety cars, as DNF is now serving his drive-through. Oh, he's not. He's changing his wing.
How? Okay. Well done this game, I guess.
I'm not even gonna ask.
No. But yeah. Tier 1, at least the lobby will open in 10 minutes. Of course,
How does that work?
I don't know. I think there might be a rule that if you have any wing damage, you can repair it first and then serve the drive through later. We'll have to look into that. But right now, Yuya is keeping up with both Tigo and Logan. Logan is going quite a bit faster than Tigo though, 1.6 seconds ahead.
And Logan was at one point last.
Yep. I think he did the same in last season, season 2, where he hit the... I think it was the wall in the first few laps. And then recovered back to the top 5. Fastest lap is over Logan. He's really pushing it, 1.9 seconds. As Yuya...
Didn't Logan win last race?
He did last race, yeah. Last season we
Yeah.
went to Singapore as well, where he got pole position. In, I think it was in the last minute, as if Victor spins around.
Oh yeah, because he went on soft
Yeah.
in drying weather, yeah.
Yeah, and no
remember.
one else had time left to go to the soft tires. And then it was about
It
2
was a
seconds
masterclass
faster.
by Logan.
Then he fucked it in the race.
That's his trademark move.
Yep.
Yeah, Logan really driving away from Yuye.
Paid a penalty in P4. Keeping the hopes high for Williams. At least some decent amount of points. And indeed there is DNF serving his drive through. And with DRS, Korea is losing time. What we're used to see with DRS, usually you have a bit more top speed on straights and gaining time.
Already 3 seconds between Logan and Tigo.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I think I'm gonna have to say goodbye.
Goodbye,
And
yes. Good luck in the
good luck
qualifying.
with yeah, thank you. I'll try my best to at least do 1 lap. That's gonna be hard enough.
It will be an easy goal. But yeah, good luck in there, and then we'll join you all in tier 1 a tiny bit later. After tier 2 is done.
See ya.
See ya. It was just a tier 1 driver of Alfa Romeo, so he will be happy leaving the lobby as it is with Logan and Tigo in P1, P2. And I do know why Yuya was keeping up with them. He has no battery left compared to Logan and Tigo. Same for both drivers. And now indeed, Yuya is falling down. We're losing some time to Tigo. And the penalty is still struggling out there on track. 4.7 behind Yuya and 2 drivers behind him, Jordi Pitch and Pintita. Jordi Pitch, of course, has a 5-second time penalty. Oh, I want the tires. There they are. And Pintita on the hards. Keeping up with medium runners. The old one out is Winfrida. 5-lap-old soft tires. I don't know how long they will last around here. But he will need to go to at least... can he do it on medium tires? I think he can do it on medium tires. Rear wings open for the Mercedes and the Haas driver. Getting just a tiny amount of time on Peter Penalty. Yes, Peter Penalty is losing. Still losing so much to Yuya. Frida on the background in the Ferrari. His teammate George already DNF'd. Together with... it's late braking from Pintita in the Haas. Showing he is there. The result took no damage luckily. Otherwise it might have been another DNF to the list. Together with Ippo, Destroy, George and J-Back. And that's DNF. Last lap 42-0. Long road ahead. We are halfway through the race already. Lap 17 of 31. And DNF is already up into the points. After serving his drive-through. And oh, is it Winfrida? Yep, that's Winfrida going straight on. Losing another position to Chris. And damage again for a Ferrari. The front wing end plate. The car does not like it. Yeah. And yep, and not turning in. Going straight on in... what corner is it? Turn 18? No, 7. Yeah, 18, I believe. Into the pit lane. And Tigo in the pit lane for another wing. For a new front wing. I don't know what happened. Might have collided with Logan. But Tigo on the medium tires. And a new front wing up into P7. Still ahead of his closest rival DNF. And 3 are ahead. First driver ahead will be Chris on 15 lap old hard tires. 17 seconds. Long road, but I know Tigo can do it. There's een vrienden in de pit lane. Nog een valse stap voor DNF. GJ indeed dropping off so much further behind Logan. But not to pay the penalty. Pay the penalty still fighting off Jordi and Pintita behind him. No win Frida, of course. He lost loads of time. And oh, never mind. Let's pay the penalty. Spinning. And he fucked it. Taking Jordi pitch with him as well. No damage for the Mercedes, at least not on my screen, but what about pay the penalty? Still both wing and plates on there. And losing only one position, pay the penalty is lucky. Same from Pintita's. Yellow sector 3 for... Oh no, Chris. Doing so good on those 15 lap old hard tires up into P6. Losing the wing. Not what we are hoping for. Might have been the correct time to go into the pit lane, change into medium tires, but yeah, changing your front wing is not what you want to do as well. Where does he end up? Still a long road for a smooth criminal. There's the front wing. There he goes. He will be jumping smooth criminal. Next up is going to be Winfrida and DNF, but they are not close enough. DNF all really close the gap. Quite fast to win Frida. Oh, never mind. Chris indeed is behind both drivers up into P10. Miles ahead of Sora. So points for McLaren might be solidified. And oh, late braking for DNF into the back of Winfrida. I saw some debris flying off track. And was it for DNF? Yep, that's again DNF losing his front wing and plate. He's still going to continue to try and overtake Winfrida. He does so successfully using DRS. But with no wing and plate, he will be struggling a lot to fend off Winfrida. Don't cause any more damage to other drivers. Dive to the pit lane. We have still 11 laps to go as Tier 1 qualifying starting in 1 minute. We will miss at least the first 15 minutes. Probably might join in the last minute for Tier 1 qualifying. Not that big of an issue. We are only interested in racing in the qualifying times. And DNF is staying out. 11 laps left and damage on the front wing. Still with Winfrida behind him on the hard tires. Not creating that big enough of a gap. I don't know if it might be the right call. He does have a free pit stop to Sora. But there's Frida trying it again. And Chris is still behind them as well. Chris, how many seconds does he have? He has 3 seconds in total. And with no front wing, having difficulties turning in the car. There might be some track limits for DNF as well. There it is for Jordy Pitch. Pico taking fastest lap as expected. 41.377 on those the freshest notes. Chris on 1 lap old medium tires, but 3 lap old mediums. Not that big of a difference between pace on those tires. Yeah, and that's DNF into the wall, or at least briefly touching it with not steering in there. No end plate. Yep, there it is. There he is, finally into the pit lane. He needed a big slap to the wrist before he went into the pit lane. P10, still 1 point. It is something, at least. And with that, we have no battles going on track for the last 10 laps. But we do have Logan up into P1. Up for driver of the day as he fell down all the way to the back of the grid. And DNF on the softs for 9 laps. Might be a difficult final few laps for the Williams driver. We were talking about that. Positions gained 2 and 3 for you, yay. Oh, Petita gaining 10. Good race for him so far, of course. Many drivers in front of him crashing out. That's why Pay the Penalty and Jordy Pitch are up there as well. Pay the Penalty gaining 8, Jordy Pitch gaining 5. Pico finally closed the gap to Jordy Pitch. Some action on track. He's looking to gain back the positions he lost. 5 in total. The Tier 1 lobby has started. At least the qualifying started 18 minutes for Tier 1 qualifying. We'll be joining them after this race. Yep, DNF already closed the gap to Sora. Let's see him ahead of Sora already. Such faster tires, and he might have collided with Sora. I don't know. At least Sora losing a front wing end plate. Not the first driver to do so. And Chris in the pit lane as well. Soft tires for the last 8 laps. Kind of giving back the position to DNF. So it's DNF up to P9. But 30 seconds to win Frida. Gonna be quite a task as Tiga already ahead of Jordy Pitch and already fighting Pay the Penalty. Pay the Penalty into pit lane. 14 laps is that too long for medium tires? Might be. So what about Logan? He still has a lot of laps left. Jordy Pitch, 5-second penalty, spinning in the pit lane. Pitting for soft, I think, as well. Yep, soft for Pay the Penalty. Jordy Pitch sitting out a 5-second penalty, and indeed soft tires for him. Pico, P4, and 6.5 seconds to win Frida. Where do Pay the Penalty enjoy the pitch and up? Jordy Pitch behind Pay the Penalty, ahead of Frida. Yep, ahead of Frida. And Pay the Penalty behind Smooth Criminal. Still in P6. Still some points, considering where you started outside of the points. Gaining 6 places. A decent recovery race from the Williams driver. DNF taking fastest lap on those warmed up soft tires. Already gained 4 seconds to win Frida. Still 28 seconds. Too big of a gap to close in. And after that it is 2.5 seconds to Jordan Pitch, but Jordan Pitch on those soft tires will gain some time as well. And Petita spinning in the pit lane, 5 seconds for him, and changing his 50-lap-old hard tires for a sort of set of softs. Nope, mediums. Not taking a gamble for quite high tire deck in the last laps. Losing the position to Tigro. And Smooth Criminal and pay the penalty. Will be close to the Haas. The Haas already out on track, but of course, bit colder tires. Yep, there are Smooth Criminal and pay the penalty. Smooth Criminal right behind the Haas driver. Can he overtake him into turn 7, I think it is, using DRS? He was looking on the inside, but a bit too far. Not taking the risk on those 10-lap old medium tires. Penalty closing the gap with these two drivers fighting. Into the last technical part of Sector 2, Pintita Smooth Criminal go. DRS detection up the road, there it is. And the rest will pay the penalty as well. Will be crucial to get it ahead of Pintita. But pay the penalty, gaining a lot on Smooth Criminal on those soft tires. Oh, and both Pintita and Smooth Criminal getting 3-second time penalties at the same place. Pay the penalty will be chuckling a bit. As he will be jumping them at the end of the race if he stays close, of course. Pay the penalty cutting the corner, final corner a bit. As he's looking to overtake Smooth Criminal with the DRS open. There he is. Smooth Criminal not giving up. Placing his car on the inside of the next turn, but the swoop. Well, the swoop is in America, in Kota. It is pay the penalty into P5. Can Sora do something back? Can Sora counter into turn 7 using DRS again? Doesn't look like it. Looks like he's a bit too far, and indeed no late braking again for the Aston Martin. Does go wide. But in doing so, he's losing time to the Williams in front of him. And my prediction at the start of the race, it was Tigro, DNF and Logan P3 if he does not spin. Logan did spin and is currently sitting in P1, and Yuye coming from the back of the grid on his first race as a reserve in P2 and Tigro in P3. Well, DNF is in 9th place. The penalty has gained some time on Smooth outside of the DRS window, with Frida taking 3 seconds. And Sora retiring in the pit lane. 11. Not sure why he did so, but he did retire in P11 outside of the points. There he is, leaving the session. And Yuya is gaining some time on Logan. 16 laps on those mediums might be a bit too much to keep up a decent pace. A nice overview from the track. It looks a bit like the what is the game called on the mobile? At least it's one of the Formula 1 games. Says there. The bot is back in chat again. There it is. There it is. So, banned from chat, and the gaps between Petita Peter and Smooth still more than a second. Closest car on closest cars to each other on track at least. I hope it won't be the same in Tier 1. It will be quite a boring Tier 1 race, which we're not used to. Tier 1 is always exciting. Always close battles. In Austria we had, for the first laps, we had a train of everyone within a second. So close matched up are some of the drivers. It does not show in the championship standings. Joy the pitch again in the pit lane and taking another 5 seconds for speeding. And that does give DNF another free position, I believe. Pushing start finish, yep, there he is. Joy the pitch just out of his pit crew. Crossing the line and might even get left by Logan in the coming laps. Oh. You hate to see it lapped in 31 laps. Oh, Smooth Criminal closed the gap to pay the penalty, and they briefly touched, because there was no gap for a second. And small lock up from Smooth Criminal, keep it clean, keep some space on the outside. And, hard racing from both the Williams and the Aston Martin. Smooth Criminal showing he can overtake, pay the penalty. Hard defending from the Williams driver. Giving Petita another opportunity to get a big enough gap to cancel out the 3 seconds. And this time around, Smooth Criminal does not successfully as he spins out on throttle. Giving back the position to pay the penalty, losing a buttload of time as well. And no fighting for them again. Still in P6 for Smooth Criminal. DNF up into P8 as Joy the Pitch and Chris swap places. And Chris take back P9 as he is quite far ahead of Alex. He will be scoring points probably unless he DNFs in the coming 2 laps. I do not hope so. But it does look like he will be close enough to join the pitch in the next few laps. Julia was gaining ground on Logan, but that campaign has stopped. crunches have been dug out and the gap is still 8.4 seconds. Ooh, Chris enjoyed the pitch. Somebody did it again. Just I was not paying attention. I don't know how Chris did it. It might be a mistake by Joe the pitch. But into the last 2 laps they go. Almost. 2 more corners left. Not a lot of penalties. Chris has 5 seconds less of penalties to the pitch, so he will jump the pitch at the end, probably. Lucky Chris. Back to the tires again. 24 laps on the hards for UJ, 20 laps on the mediums for Logan. He is indeed losing just some time, but less than 2 laps to go, 7.4 seconds, unless Logan hits the wall or spins out or whatever. A back-to-back win for Logan. It's up for the grabs. It will be an amazing achievement by Logan, showing how much he improved during the seasons. Being the meme, being the 3-lap legend. Right now might be the 3-win legend. Oh, Chris struggling on exit, on throttle. Almost losing the car. Bit of oversteer, but a bit of drifting through the corners, but he can catch them in time. Last lap. Let's spectate Logan. Spectate him to see if he can stay cool under pressure. Yellow for... that's for Chris. Chris sadly, he can continue. Yep, he can. And let's see if Logan keeps cool under the pressure of a back-to-back win. Yeah, indeed, Nathan. We might see Logan in Alpine next year on the grid. Piastri cancelled. Ricciardo cancelled. Alonso cancelled as Vettel retired. Joining the OGKROE lineup in 2023. Then more corners for Logan. 9 after this one. As Yuye losing the car, I think. Choking it at the end, still on podium course. As that's Tigo choking it again. Losing his front end plate. Jordi pitch retired from the session. Will it bring out anything? I don't know. He's standing still. So 3 place gained for Chris again, but... And yep, there he is, Jordi pitch. Would have been a safety car in IRL, but... With that chaos, we missed Logan crossing start finish, crossing the line in first place. 12 seconds ahead of Yuya in the Red Bull. As he crosses the line, 5 seconds ahead of Tigo. Making it a double podium. Let's go, indeed, Logan. Congratulations on a back-to-back win. Will feel good as you jump a gap in the standings, and I will need to get some, where is it, driver standings, quick maps going to see where you end up compared to DNF. Not a big gap. It's 25. 25 points gained, and 8th is 3 points. But counting the sprint race, you close the gap to DNF as well by a lot. Yes, the next drivers cross the line as well. P time P4. P5 for pay the penalty. Decent recovery race from him. Having issues. Smooth criminal 6th. 7th for Winfrieda. Highest classified Ferrari as George DNFs. DNF crossing the line in P8, but losing the car at the end might be intentional. Still 8th. As he crosses the line with a broken car, might be a bit mad, and Pitita indeed grabbing driver of the day. Gaining about, I don't know, was it 10 positions? At least so much gained for Pitita. Solid race. Solid points. As he needs them for the relegation battle. Currently in P19 in the standings. As there are the race results. Yep, indeed, 25 points gained for Logan. Let me see. Yeah, that's for the DNF. Need to look at it for the results, people. Results for the weekend. Logan almost scoring maximum points, gaining 31, and DNF gaining 12, gaining another point for the fastest lap. So it is 19 points gained for Logan to DNF, and he needed 25. 6 points behind DNF. As Tigo needed 6 points and gained 23. GG's well played. And once again, podium, Logan, Julia, Tigo. And I need to, if I can, quit this tier 2 lobby and get into tier 1 as soon as possible. Not sure how far they are. Congratulations in the Discord chats for Logan if it's back-to-back wins. Deserved as well. So well driven by the Alfa Romeo driver. So much improvement as well. And let me hop into lobby for tier 1. Let me spectate it. We're still 6 minutes of qualifying. Logan the GOAT indeed. And Alex, tier 1 is right now. We still have a third of the qualifying left as Phil. Half a second faster than Rafa. And Rafa, losing it at the last corner. Let me get the lap data named as well. Yeah, tires of course are the same. No worries about that. The Rossi still no time set. Yes, struggling only at 56.3. Melon 41 and that's Don Kyoko, Devon Gloomy. Tempest Costa is there as well. 2 tenths behind Montero and Rafa. So, Phil, yeah, Logan might be the GOAT, but with the win in the last race, maybe up for the GOAT position as well. Half a second faster than Rafa at the moment. this is indeed Tier 1, Devon. Thanks to the sprint events. Today we had a tight schedule for Tier 2 and Tier 1. So immediately into Tier 1. Phil is on out lap. Well, I got him validated, but he was not on a fast lap. Montero on an out lap, and what about Kyoko? Kyoko on a fast lap, I don't know. Looks like he is. Devin, I don't know if you have any of these drivers from P1 to P11 in your friends list, but you need to join one of them through Steam. Or if you want, you can send me an invite or Jesse. The Steam friends code should be in, where is it? One of the Discord channels. Let me see, yeah, on the chat and the Steam profiles. Hello, Tigo. Yeah, well, still P3. Still a lot of points gained to DNF, Tigo. And your teammate taking the win. Sure thing, but still third. Didn't do justice to the pace I had. You indeed had such amazing pace. I don't even know how you managed to stay in P1 on the soft tires here in the sprint race. 80% tire wear. But indeed, you had a lot of pace, and P1 might have been the position aiming for. Considering DNF is still got fucked. I don't know what it was. Getting the drive through, but he lost a lot of points today. A lot of important points, as there are only 2 races left after Singapore, Silverstone and Imola. Ah, you do touch on the safety car. Okay, that's why he spawned. Ah, okay. Before that, he already had a drive-through. So it wouldn't. No. Well, it does matter a tiny bit, but would have ended up in the back of the grid as well. And thank you, Diego. Have fun with whatever you're doing tonight. And I will see you next Monday in Silverstone. Same time, same day. Always the Monday evenings. And there's Peter Penalty. Hello, mate. Oh, Draco is retiring. And Phil retiring into the pit lane. Won't be improving his time. 36.8 as Melon set a competitive time of 36.8 as well. Only 0.06 seconds behind Phil and Melon. A lot closer than Tier 2 qualifying.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Peter.
Evening to you.
Good evening to you as well.
I have an issue because I have only one screen, so I'm only watching your screen, basically.
Only one screen?
Yeah, DNF is now over my place.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Look, what is this?
Did he get his cock out?
No, I somehow got the game half on the screen and the other stream on the other half of the screen. But now the game is like pushed together. think it's fucking funny. I'll
Nice.
see if I can get a screenshot or something. Oh, and I fucked it up. If I do this again, is it bad? No, I fucked. Rip. Okay.
Just in time for the end of qualifying, as currently Phil is on provisional pole position, Melon in P2 heading into the pit lane. Rafa can still take pole position, and he is not improving through sector 2. And Melon won't go any faster. Rafa, what about you? Can you go any faster? No, he can't. He does improve, just not enough. What about Tempest Costa? Nope, he won't do it. 7.3 seconds down on his own time. And Stefan, what ended you? Ah, shit. Let's see if you can contact Jesse real quick. Oh, that's the wrong keyboard.
I heard a rumor that Piastri is to join the OGKROE League. Did you hear about it as well?
Together with Vettel.
Yeah. Interesting. Maybe we can fill up the grid some more.
Yeah. I think we need to fill up there too. So, it's a lot,
They fit in quite well.
Yeah. Yeah, not that fast. As these are the qualifying results. Phil taking pole position, 0.006 seconds. And of Melon, only a tenth behind him is Thiago Costa and both the lights out drivers. Rafa and Montero P4, P5, Jesse in 6th. He's in the running from him, the Gloomy Kyoko, Divin, Dom and Draconzi. Closing it out. Let's get that gone and time ticking down.
Well, we're in for a very long race. I hope you filled up your water bottle.
Oh, I did. Luckily, there was only one safety car in Tier 2.
Yeah. There probably should have been more. There were multiple incidents.
Yeah, I think it was even Jordan Putsch was standing still under the bridge at the last sector. It's in.
But that was the first
18,
one, right?
No. It was later on in the race.
Of course, from my position, couldn't see everything, especially the guys that were multiple cars behind. And I don't know if you noticed it as well, but the formation lap is fixed now. You're not put on hot tires anymore; they're now cold. So should weave a little bit now. I also thought it was not the only thing that... Oh, that's already Melon spinning around information lab. Maybe warming up the tires. Ooh, multiple cars on the soft. That's interesting, as they don't really last that long. Are you still there?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Not much to say information lab.
No, just checking anything else. Oh. Yeah, formation lap is quite long as well. More than 2 minutes. But it's gonna be quite exciting to see if all 11 drivers can keep up with each other. We're the big training in Austria with everyone else, and there's also battling going on as well. 5-5 battle for the top 5. And Tier 2 was quite interesting to see how many drivers were so far from each other.
Multiple drivers in Tier 2 got a drive-through behind the safety car because they got a delta while they were in the same lap as the safety car, which should not happen, of course. So that's quite inconvenient.
Yep.
That's how DNF got his drive-through penalty. I don't know, but I read Tycho got one as well, but I didn't see that.
No. Tycho got none, it was someone else.
And I also had the issue at the start of the race that I did not get the lights. I think multiple cars had that because there was a mad delay between different cars.
Such a well-optimized game. F1 2022. What? On my screen we're already on lap 2. Oh, no. There it is. Fixed again. We get this out of the way as we're waiting for the lights to turn on. Nice camp angles as well. And they're off really quickly. As there's a good start for Phil and Melon. Still in P2 on his medium tires. Forcing the driver of Thiago Costa off. Spinning almost on the curbs. Luckily he's ghosted, not taking anyone else with him, but down to P4. And yes, what an amazing start into P3. Rafa Montero, 5-6. And Gloomy losing a lot of positions. Stop Gloomy losing the car. Down to P11.
Yeah, Jesse gaining 3 positions. Good start for him.
Yep. Holding course. And
But he does need to finish the race.
Yeah, oh yeah, and it's going to be quite a long race as well.
Ooh, sweating already. Good start for Divin and Dom as well, gaining 2 positions. But Melon losing 3. Also, I think he was also one of the cars that got pushed off the track at the start.
Yeah, he lost the cars over the curb and lost 3 positions. Almost took everyone with him as well.
And my audio is gone, rip.
Big gap, and already quite a big gap for Phil as yes, he's putting pressure on Thiago Costa on those soft tires.
Yeah, the soft runners are definitely going to struggle, especially the last 3 laps.
Yeah, they'll be at around 80% tire wear at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Quite interesting to see if they can get a big enough gap to offset that.
Well, at the moment it's not looking like it. Still 8 laps to go, of course.
Yeah. As usual, the soft tire is not even mentioned on a predicted stop strategy. But it is being used as Rafa taking purple sector 1.
I also heard that the hard tire is very good strategy in these sprint races, especially after the pit stop.
Yeah, I don't know why people go to the mere hard tires after the pit stop in sprint. Maybe due to them not changing the tire choice.
I didn't do that, of course.
Mhm.
No, it was an honest mistake. I forgot it was a sprint race.
Nice. And Rafa keeps getting closer and closer to Jesse in the Alfa Romeo. Next step we will be having DRS. And with Jesse 1.7 seconds behind Thiago Costa, he's in a big disadvantage. Montero div and all that as well. And maybe some connection issues for Jesse as he's teleporting a bit on the grid. Field taking fastest lap.
For a short bit it looked like it was going wide. But Kyoko off camera spinning.
Kyoko from P9 to P10. And Rafa's taking it cautious if teleporting Jesse in front of him. But he needs to hurry because Balen and Montero putting pressure on him. Yep, there he is. On the outside and forced wide by Jesse. And he is teleporting so much. And clinching into each other and being tired from the race. Jesse is gone. Maybe some de-extinguishers, I don't know. We need POVs from others. Rafa has damage as well. The front wing end plate gone.
Okay, that's virtual safety car.
Yeah, that's the debris on track. Physical safety car.
Cool,
Yeah. So, are people gonna pit?
I don't think so.
Well, the virtual safety car out on track. After 3 to 4 laps, Devin Dom Draconis gaining 3, Gloomy losing 3. Of course, he spun at the start.
Devin overtook. Oh, someone did pit. Okay.
Rafa getting a new wing as he's in the lane together with Dom.
Yeah.
New wing for Dom as well, I don't know.
No.
No. What? But he is changing to another set of soft tires.
Why?
I mean, it's a safety car. You can. These are the back of the grid.
He did lose positions, right? The Dom definitely lost at least one position.
Yeah, but on fresh soft tires, you won't have 80% at the end of the race.
Yeah, that's true.
The smart call from Dom.
Maybe, we'll see.
I mean, the big points are in this 50% race.
Yeah, that's true. Well, opportunities for Gloomy as well to catch up.
20 seconds behind them. Yeah.
Jesse's saying that he did not have space on the outside of the corner.
Yeah, we saw it on the stream. He was lagging a lot, or teleporting in front, back and forth.
Yeah.
So might be some de-icing issues. I don't know.
Yeah, he had some light front wing damage, he said. And so, yeah.
Another lap of, behind the safety car to go. And after that we'll probably be having a 5-lapper. 5 laps left with Dom, Rafa and Gloomy on fresh tires. But Rafa spinning into the pit lane, gaining a 5-second time penalty. That will hurt him.
Oh, and that's Gloomy in the... No, that is Rafa in the pit lane. Probably gonna remove his penalty. Yeah, and going to the soft as well. Well, he will still be ahead of Gloomy. Oh no, never mind, probably not.
No. The pit lane in Singapore is longer than you think.
Yeah, it's about 22 seconds I saw on the timer. Let's stop. It's gonna be around 28 probably for him. 27, yeah, 28, there you go.
Yeah, tires, of course. Softs. Mediums, mediums, softs. And yeah, good call from Rafa to indeed go into the pit lane again. A new set of soft tires, removing that 5-second penalty as well. She will be catching up the safety car.
Yeah, that 5 seconds would have bit him in the ass at the end of the race. Especially after only maybe 4 laps remaining.
Safety car in this lap. So Phil will be deciding the pace, and curious to see if Phil can keep up the pace on those soft tires. Will be a struggle in the last 2 laps, but with a safety car, the tire deck might be a bit less worse than we saw in tier 2. There we are, back racing again. Phil with a decent start. Not a lot of positions changes as of yet. But what about the Rafa on those pressure soft tires? We've seen him do it before. Slicing through the filter's bot as his teammate flying over the screen. Up and 3 place gained. Another place gained to Dom on the outside. There he is. Where is he? Can we see him? He is still alongside. Heading into turn 7. Later on the brakes and almost 2 for 1 as Draconsi going wide. Better exit for Dom. What it is Rafa ahead. Draconsi touching the ball.
Close.
Which makes Rafa under pressure again from Dom.
There's yellow, and that is Phil dropping down. The leader losing 2 positions.
And losing his front wing. Don't know what he did, but
when he got tapped in the back.
Yeah, he wanted to get out of the way, yes, because he can't brake. No front wing, back of the grid for Phil, starting in P10, together with his teammate Jesse in P11.
Well, he's still not last.
Nope. Oh yeah, right. Yoko is still there.
Yeah.
Almost missed him. What that does mean our current full-time driver in Thiago Costa is leading the sprint race ahead of Mellon and Montero. Rafa already up into P6. 2 seconds to Gloomy. But he is closing in the gap rather quickly.
Multiple fights happening. Mellon not too far off the Thiago Costa. And Dom in the gearbox of Draconsi. Dom even attempting a move now. And side by side. Ooh, little switchback maybe. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, Singapore not the best place for switchbacks. Because it's quite tight and short runs on straights. You just want to wait for people to make a mistake as the Draconsi went wide. Which makes it so much easier to overtake here.
Yeah.
Wait on the brakes from McLaren driver. Almost giving Dom a love tap. But they can continue. And Mellon, Montero and Tempest Costa fighting for the win. As Montero gains a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And crashes out. Retiring from the race.
And that's another.
No safety car. No safety car.
This is gonna be a sprint to the end. What? They're gonna do one lap maybe.
Tier 2 Miami once again.
Oh.
Oh. What the fuck?
Well, Good news for Kyoko.
Yeah, good news for Kyoko indeed. Up into P8. He is on points. If he want to P8, has point. Gains points. 8 for Tempest Costa, 7 for Melon, 6 for Divin right now. Gloomy in the pit lane as well.
Also opting for that soft tire.
Yeah, it's running the same as Rafa does. And Rafa does so with quite a big success. Up into P4. And 3 laps of against 7 lap old medium tires. Gap close to less than a second thanks to the safety car. That's bit to the soft was indeed the correct call for Rafa.
And Gloomy also not losing out too much, only one position. Looking if you can maybe squeeze out a little bit more of that soft tire.
He does have such a faster tire than Kyoko, but
it's already in
his lap.
So we are going to get 2 laps.
Lap 9 and 10 left for Rafa to get back to winning positions. As we used to see him in. Thiago Costa dictating the pace into the final, what is it, 5 corners.
Oh, and it's the leader spinning out in the penultimate corner, dropping down all the way to the back.
Rip Thiago Costa. This means Melon ahead, Divin in P2 and Rafa in P3. Good start from Divin. Kyoko getting a position on Dracon scene. Rafa, what can he do? 5 seconds for Gloomy.
Ignoring yellow flag. And overtaking someone under safe. I don't understand.
Me neither. But no, Rafa has so much more speed compared to Divin, at least through the corners. Of course, it's more difficult to overtake through the corners. Less than 2 laps left, and I don't know about DRS, probably won't be enabled this lap. Yeah, lap 62 for Thiago Costa as he probably overheated his tires.
I don't think we are going to see the DRS on.
DRS always enabled the next lap after the safety car came in. I might see a 1 lap DRS. I'm not sure about that.
Oh, and that's Draconsi dropping down.
The position for Thiago Costa. He will be happy with that. He will take anything right now. He spun around in on the safety car. Might be Ericsson that hit him. And once again, Dom is in P4. All positions has he gained 6. Probably not even overtaking 1 guy. And Divin actually gaining 7.
No, Dom did overtake Draconsi.
Now Draconsi spun out.
Well, he went wide, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's earlier. Yep.
Yeah.
I really forgot about that. And last lap for Rafa to try and overtake Divin. He won't be close to Melon. First sector done and half a second behind Divin. And Melon showing his pace almost mediums, 1.8 seconds gained in 2 laps. As Rafa is using as much as possible of the track. And Melon in the foreground, almost losing the car. He can catch it. Rafa, what can he do in the last sector? Last sector is always so difficult to try and overtake someone. I think lock up. Mercedes. Mounting the curves, but he needs to hope for a slingshot through the last 2 corners. Using his battery, he won't have anything left. Using less track than Divin, but it's so difficult over here. The last 2 corners. So we have fireworks for Melon as he crosses the line in P1. P2 for Divin. Rafa taking P3, starting from there as well as Dom 4th, Kyoko 5th. Gloomy 6th, Tempest, Thiago Costa for the Tempest Racing Team. P7 to the Conspiracy Tents. And it is Montero Field. Yes, sir. There it is. So it's for a sprint race. And Melon started from pole position. Ahead of Divin, Rafa, Dom, Kyoko, Gloomy. Because the comes Montero, Phil, and Jess, of course. Last 3 guys. DNFing. Jess was hoping for points. He won't get them in the sprint. He might get them in 50% race. The one guy needs to DNF. Then he will be in the points. Who was fastest on track? It was, well, Phil, 40.0, but of course no fastest lap points in the sprint race. Ooh, Gloomy leaving the session. That'd be game crashing. 30 seconds for him to to get back as soon as possible. Of course, you have formation lap, but you can join during the formation lap. There's Gloomy playing F122 again. Thanks to the Steam notifications. They won't show on screen, but formation lap starting. Let me get the lap data. Both Logan and Tigo joined to spectate their teammates in the P10 and P11. Not sure who. Ah, of course. Devin joined in the for the 50% race as reserve. Stop strategy. Who is starting on the hards? Almost everyone except for Kyoko and Melon. Let me get it out of the way as well. Yeah, so Melon and Divin starting on 2 different tires. Might be the best call as they will be both heading into the Ferrari pit lane if they want to change their tires. And definitely will the recovery race to P6. All right, we'll see at the end. He's on the hard tires, and knowing yes, he will probably be hitting the wall. There's at least one position gained. Yep, up into P6 will give him probably will give him a driver of the day at the end of the race. So everyone is slotting in, waiting for the last driver. Def, if only Phil qualified again, disqualified again, as lights are turning on one by one. High dress for all cars. Who will have the better start, Melon or Diffin, or will both get a decent start ahead of Dom? Dom in the inside of Diffin, maybe even ahead of Diffin. Diffin losing a lot of positions, Diffin getting spun out at the back of the grid. A lot of people going wide over curbs, which brings Dom into second place, Rafa 3, Yoko 4th, Gloomy Recovery Jesse already up into P7, Phil down to P12, might have been caught up in that carnage into the first 3-4 turns. Devoni already into a P9, Montero P8, and it is Dom still in second to Melon. And the Rakonsi losing his front wing, losing his car after he love tapped Gloomy in the back of the Alfa Tauri. Another driver crashing, another 3 places. And yes, with that amazing start already up to P6 on those hard tires, going a bit wide. Is he locked up, braking a bit too late. Phil leaving the session as well, might be crashing. Gloomy leaving as well. Don't know what's happening. Of course, it is an EA game. The servers are pretty shit. And that's just overtaking the AI of Gloomy. Montero as well, the phony as well. To be back again. Oh, Def almost did not overtake Gloomy, and yes, almost lost the car. As Rafa is keeping up with Dom. Melon fastest lap. 1 seconds ahead of Dom already. Both Mercedes drivers putting pressure on Dom in the Haas. There is a yellow in sector 1 for Montero. Indeed, Montero is Gloomy left again. There goes in the pit lane, and Kyoko losing the car and dropping down to the back of the grid as well. Another 3 place gained for Phil and Diffin and Thiago Costa. They will be happy with that as Diffin overtakes Costa, and another change between Rafa and Dom off screen. A lot of overspeed left for Rafa on those medium tires compared to the hards. Now it's 4 seconds for Rafa to close it. Close the gap up to Melon. And Def already indeed is in P6 after 2 laps. Not even and then 29 laps to go. And still anything can happen, but at least he is indeed in P6 and fighting with Gloomy for P5. But it is still the AI of Gloomy. Gloomy still having a lot of issues. Might be losing 2 places. First, Death, Devoni, and next up is Diffin. Yellow sector 2 and 3 for Yoko. Melon another fastest lap, and now we will have DRS. It will be DRS for Phil and for Gloomy and Diffin. Thiago Costa into the pit lane. Why is he in the pit lane? Another front wing. Indeed, another front wing. Race ruined for the Aston Martin, but still lots of laps to to recover from as Tavoni and Divin fighting each other on track. DRS railwing open into turn 7, too far behind. Winfrida being comforted. Seeing a tier 1 driver spinning on her as well. Indeed, it is quite a difficult track. A lot of low speed, medium speed corners, a lot of time to lose. And yes, so close to get to Dom. Dom was falling down behind Rafa. Can't keep up with him. And Divin is keeping up with the Red Bull in front of him, thanks to DRS. Keeping it within the white lines on the sides. Yellow sector 2 for Draconsi. Draconsi really struggling in there in P12. The Divin is a lot closer than it was before. Can he do it now with DRS? Devoni defending the inside, cutting back to the outside, but with a lot of overspeed. It's already side by side to turn 1, turn 2, and then it's turn 3. What are they doing side by side onto the next tiny bit of straight? It's Divin ahead of Devoni. But who got the DRS? Who got DRS? It was Devoni. And counter back with overspeed on the outside of turn 7. Taking a lot more speed through turn 7, which means we'll be on the inside for turn 8. And with a lockup of Divin, it's position back for Devoni, P5. Off screen, it was Jessa overtaking Dom. And already clearing him, 1.2 seconds. Dom struggling a bit with his injury. It was a question mark for him if he was even racing tonight, but he is. Currently in P4. He's in time. Who has not the decent time is Draconsi. Als ik een brief yellow flag as he is now crossing start finish. The 4 laps might even get lapped in the next 6. Yeah, another yellow for Draconsi. Probably overheated his tires. He needs to get back to the pit lane as safe as possible and get the new ones on there. Given a lot later on the brakes for Devoni a bit early. Almost lost each other. Tegen overtakes the AI of Gloomy. Next step that will overtake Gloomy is Field, 3.8 seconds. But Gloomy is back again. Maybe hoping for another overtake as Divin once again using DRS is ahead of Devoni. Devoni on the outside. Small snap oversteer for Divin. Which means again outside of the track. And Devoni back again into P5. Amazing battles between these two drivers. Is Montero close the gap as well? Might be fancying an overtake on Divin in the next lap. Two drivers with DRS behind the Red Bull. As we have more Devoni fans coming into the chat. Welcome, Christopher, HR, of course. Was there from the beginning, and Jay Corbett joining as well. Devoni, Ginger Perez, is that his nickname? I'll just call him Ginger Perez from now on. Brief yellow again for Draconsi. And there he is retiring into the pit lane. Montero is looking quite a bit faster than Diffen. Once again, DRS for Diffen and Montero. Diffen a lot more overspeed and will be on the outside into turn 7. Oh, late braking from the phony. The Ministry of Defense is using some might even not Geneva Convention rules as Montero is.
Oh, Melon is
behind
in the
Diffen.
wall. Did a little bit of a slide. No
What?
damage though, it looks like. Melon struggled a little bit coming out of the first turn of sector 3.
Yeah,
Oh, he
that's
does have no right front end plate.
Ooh, and it's Montero and Diffen touching each other. Diffen spun out and
Leader in the pit lane.
out into P8. Good position for Gloomy. Well, and indeed in the pit lane for a new front wing.
Yeah. Did end up getting damage.
So somehow we have Jesse from the back of the grid all the way to P2.
Victory?
Nah. Let's be realistic. He does not have the pace of Rafa. 6.6 seconds. And it looks like the Phony has had a small moments of relaxing as difficult spannend by Montero. At least that is what it looked like. Yellow sector 2 for Jesse. Antonio already asked how did Jesse not spin already. Well, here he is spinning in P2, losing his front wing. And it's a
virtual.
yeah, virtual safety car. So if he has a bit of car control, he might come out not too far behind. But it won't do any good to the mental game. And he might be... No, he won't be getting out in front of the Phony, Montero and Gloomy. Might be ahead of Mela, I'm not sure. Oh, never mind. We will be racing again, so... Yeah. Indeed, a difficult choice for Jess as well. I can imagine him going to the mediums for a 5 laps stint on the soft tires at the end. P2 after P4, currently P3. Yep, indeed, medium tires. Where is Diffen? He's behind Diffen, he's behind his teammate Phil. Where is Costa? Costa is heading into the last 2 turns. Crossing start finish. That's gonna be close on pit lane exit, but medium cold tires. There is Thiago Costa. There is Thiago Costa overtaking Jesse. And that's back into P10. Oh, almost losing the car as well. Cold tires. But we have Rafa. 30 seconds ahead of Don. Who is 9 seconds ahead of Montero. Montero overtaking the Phony. While I was not paying attention. P12 to P4. Solid race for the Red Bull driver so far. We're not even halfway through. That's a leaving session. Game crashing again, I guess. Not sure are there any connectivity issues, but the Phony struggling to keep up with Montero. And now he needs to fight off Gloomy and AlphaTauri. DRS is closing in the gap to Devoni, as Devoni is losing time to Montero at. Looking at it realistically, it might be Montero just has a bit more raw pace than the Red Bull driver. Already 2.1 seconds, but still in P4. The Red Bull fighting off his sister teammate, Gloomy. And we need to keep in mind that Malin is fast as well, 3.7 seconds behind them. He will probably close that gap sooner rather than later. There's Jesse back again as Gloomy using DRS won't overtake the Red Bull, but not even a better exit will help him. It's the magic of Singapore. And maybe a small off step by Gloomy might help to get the phony maybe raging behind his wheel. I don't know what his mindset is in this race, as he is currently racing as reserve, started from P12 to P4. But Gloomy is there with overspeed, late braking from the phony, which means he will miss the apex into turn 1 and missed complete corner of turn 2, which means, well, no, still ahead of Gloomy, but indeed Malin closed in as well. But DRS again on the outside, Gloomy. Enough space left for the AlphaTauri, which means the phony is now under pressure from Malin. What can Malin do in the next few laps? Few corners. Malin is already ahead of the phony. Already creating a gap as well. 8 tenths as Malin is looking to get within the DRS zone of Gloomy. And use that to his advantage as soon as possible. And Love Chat bot is back again, and Thiago Costa ball pushing, gaining a 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. Malin a bit wide. Malin wanting to overtake Gloomy sooner rather than later because he needs to close the gap. 6 seconds to Montero. There is rear wing open once again into turn 7. And and that's a nice overtake. Setting the dummy on the outside. Oh, pushing Gloomy wide. And into turn 8 on the outside, gaining much time because he carries so much more speed. And that is job done for Malin. 6.7 seconds to Montero. And all Gloomy needs to do right now is hope for the best and stay within the DRS window. Use that to his advantage to gain as much time on the phony in P6. Really 1.6 seconds from the phony to Gloomy. Divin is getting back as well. and only just managing to get within that, to stay within the DRS window. Or not. Nope, indeed, no DRS for Gloomy. But the phony might have had a bad exit because he's 2.2 seconds behind. Montero close to get to his teammate. Where and when will they swap positions? Will it be a team order? Or will it just be racing on track? Show who's fastest. Melon keeps closing in to Montero, 5.5 seconds. Bringing Gloomy with him as well. There's Montero with DRS. An easy overtake onto Dom. No big fights between the two Haas drivers. Up into P2, P3. Who would have thought? Gunther Steiner will be proud of these drivers. Rafa is so much ahead of Montero, 23 seconds to his racing teammate, Outside Racing. And Dom indeed can't keep up. Oh, bit of lagging as Div and Devoni swap places because Devoni, did he spin out in the last two turns? Not sure what did happen, but he's down into P7. Fans were predicting a P6, but not sure if that might be possible. Thiago Costa closed in so fast because the phony made a mistake. Less than a second, so we will have DRS into the next zone. End of sector 2, beginning of sector 3. Out of turn 13. Using a different line to gain a better exit and gain more speed on the straight together with DRS. Might be using some battery as he's on the inside. Leave enough room, Devoni. Leave enough room on the outside. Tempest Costa, Thiago Costa. Bit of a switchback. Nope, it won't be possible. Where are they? There they are. The phony still ahead of Thiago Costa. Good defending from the Ginger Perez. English Minister of Defense, as he's called by his fans. And there goes the phony into the pit lane. 12 laps on the hards, not sure. It can last quite a bit longer. Switching to soft tires. Okay.
Interesting strategy.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, it was no damage. Oh, maybe
meantime,
struggling on the hards like Leclerc was.
Yeah, Melon showing Leclerc how it's done on those hard tires in P4. Getting them up to temperature and fighting for the podium. Coming out of the pit lane, it is the phony in P10 as
Melon goes by Dom.
Yep, on the outside. Turn 14, there's a bit more overspeed and Dom might know he won't hold off Melon any longer. But he needs to hold off Gloomy in the next few laps. 1.4 seconds. Can get a bit of help using DRS. Hope it was just outside of the window over the DRS detection point. We only gained 4 tenths in those last few corners. Yeah, indeed crossed the far. I don't know why he chose the soft tires. If switched to the mediums and ending it with the softs might be a better call, especially when you're lapping in or pitting in lap 14. And the Gloomy is indeed closing in rather quickly to Dom. Will be having DRS. What can he do in using it for the first time on the Haas driver? He needs to be a bit careful because Dom known for having some connection issues. But still running in P4 and Gloomy, and there is Rafa for his first pit stop in the pit lane. Almost a free pit stop to Montero as well. There are indeed the medium tires. The rear wing open, and Rafa is coming out of the pit lane behind Montero, 4.1 seconds, and just ahead of Mellon. Nope, not ahead of Mellon, as Mellon overtakes him. Rafa in P3. I can see Mellon and Rafa fighting in the foreground, but we have eyes on Dom and Gloomy. Can Gloomy do it this time into turn 7? Nope, he can't. So let's switch back to Mellon and Rafa. Rafa needs to have at least half a lap to get some temperatures in those tires. He's trying his best to gain temperature as soon as possible. Still within that second for the DRS. Yep, there he is. Over the detection point he goes. And how much can he gain on exit? Intense losing time. And only in the last few meters he's gaining a bit. Maybe due to Mellon using his battery. Phoning, pushing, and gaining a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Through the last 2 turns, Rafa and Mellon go. How much more speed can Rafa take on those medium tires? A lot more. DRS open. Yellow sector 3 as purple sector 3 as well. And the background, Gloomy overtaking Dom. Dom is heading into the pit lane. 50 laps on those hard tires. And where is Dom? Is it in the pit lane? He's behind. Yes, as Montero gains a 3-second time penalty as well. Even the best of the OGKROE League gain track limits as well. Especially in Singapore, it is easy to do as you maximize the track as much as possible. And Dom is behind Phil. And Montero losing the car and losing a bit of his wing as well. Can we get a different camera angle? EA, hello. And bring out safety car as well. Okay. No front wing even for Montero. Maybe pushing it a bit too far, 16 laps. on hard tires. What are the front rows gonna do? Oh, drive car penalty for Jesse.
Yikes.
Melon into the pit lane? Yes, he is. He will lose a few positions. Might be behind Thiago Costa. Even behind, yes, I'm not sure. Which tires? The soft tires. Safety car restart. There is Montero, there is Gloom, there is Divin. Montero, of course, needs a new front wing as well. Thiago Costa in the pit lane as well. Same for Jesse. So not much lost for Melon. Yeah, Phil in the pit lane as well. And Dom went in the pit lane just one lap too early. He is in P6 right now. Ahead of Thiago Costa, yes, Phil. The phony back into the pit lane. Changing to the medium tires. The correct call because those softs will be needed. Maybe even at the end of the race. How much longer? To 13 laps. 13 laps on mediums can be doable. What? Rafa getting disqualified, ignoring yellow flag? He overtook the safety car.
Classic EA.
Wow. Okay. That is indeed a... I don't know.
Did he actually overtake the safety car?
Well, what I saw is he was ahead of the safety car. After we got the disqualification message. But yeah, I don't know if it was due to EA or the Rafa not focused. I don't know. I have no clue. Yeah, that's end of the race for Rafa and no points scored. Big Chef will be happy as he's not racing. And let me get the standings real quick. Because Melon gained some solid points in the last two races. He's on 45. Yeah. I mean, Rafa still has a healthy lead to Dom, Phil and Melon. Almost double the points. It looks like Rafa indeed was punished by an EA bug. AI overtook the safety car and then he got disqualified. Wow. Well, at least Jesse will score some points this race. Only 10 drivers on track, so... no matter if he retires or not, it's will be at least a point for Jesse, currently in P7. Ahead of his teammate Phil. Last time he was racing. in Singapore was in season 2, and he took the win. Bill. And taking it this time around, unless something really interesting happens. With the safety car out, of course. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Jess still has the drive through. He needs to serve. But Montero gaining 7 places from the start. Up for driver of the day if he finishes in P2. Might even fancy a race win because Mellon on those soft tires. I don't see him using them all the way to the end. 11 laps will bring him to 30 laps on his softs. And the mediums don't even last 13 laps. It's going to be quite difficult for Mellon.
Oh, Tempest Costa is dropping down.
I'm not sure what happened. And we have safety car in his lap, so we will have 10 laps of racing to go. 10 laps of tough racing for Mellon in the Ferrari. Teammate Divin up into P3, Gloomy in P4, P5 for Dom, Jess is 6th, but he has a drive-through penalty he needs to serve.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be tough on those soft tires for the remaining 10 laps.
And when will Mellon go full throttle? Probably at the apex. Last turn and oh, different fencing in an early start, but I think so. Yellow sector 1 already some chaos caused by I don't know who. Might be yes, because it was his front wing and plate. Kyoko dropping down and Montero once again getting shit on at the start, down to P10. Divin up into P2. It's a Ferrari 1-2 at the moment. Gloomy in P3. Might be his best position so far in the last 3 seasons. Need to do a fact check on that though. Mellon, great safety car restart, 1.5 seconds ahead of Divin. Yes, in P4, but of course, we have the penalties. P7 for Thiago Costa. Dom still fighting in P5 with Jesse. On the inside.
Oh, that goes wrong.
Yep, Jesse just not braking, and in the side pot of the Haas, Dom, the phony being unlucky, almost caught in that and had to brake and to let everyone else pass. And down to P9. I don't know what happened there. Yellow sector 3 for Gloomy as he's losing his front wing. Can't keep up with the pressure of running in the podium positions. Don't hope anyone else. That's Don Montero. With the usual teleporting left and right. And now behind his teammate. Gloomy in the pit lane. The front wing for Gloomy. And yes, giving the position to Devoni. So Devoni might not be that big of a goat in P8. Montero is already overtaking Kyoko with a purple sector 1 as well. Pushing as hard as possible, that's just retiring. He's like, P10, I'll take it. At least 1 point. And Phil is ghosted. Not sure if he has some issues as well, but that's another place gained for Montero up into P4. Thiago Costa is in P3. Die is the recovery race from both the Aston Martin and Haas team.
I think Phil's AI.
Yeah, he is indeed. That was seen on screen as well. Devoni overtaking Kyoko on screen. Eyes on Melon and Divin. With a big lead to Thiago Costa. Montero's pushing. Pushing to get to Thiago Costa. 144. 40.4. And Phil, his AI, might be losing another position. Yep, there it is to Dom. So, Dev will be next. Devoni. Ginger Perez, English Minister of Defense. To P6 might be even more realistic. And once again, the grid is settling a bit. No one is within DRS windows. Well, nope, there's Divin. Just flirting with that 1 second mark.
Flirting with Mark, the engineer?
Is that what the new engineer is called?
Yeah.
No offense to any Marks, but that sounds pretty gay. Mark. Mark,
What's
give
wrong?
me an update on the tires. Yeah, I don't know why they got rid of Jeff.
I heard that that Jeff moved to Ferrari. You head strategist.
But Jeff always has the correct call. How can he do so shit? Yes, Montero is really... Oh, Gloomy setting the fastest lap on the Telepod soft tires. Meantime, Montero threatening Thiago Costa. Rear wing will be open for the Haas car. Can he gain some significant amount of time? Oh, Thiago Costa just goes out of the way of Montero. Not sure why. Might be some bribery going on, but it's Montero up into the podium position. 3 place gained. As Dev takes a free place for Phil. From Phil up to P6, 4.4 seconds behind Dom. And I have no clue why Thiago Costa let Montero by. Oh yeah, that's why. 3 seconds of time penalties more for Thiago Costa. No fighting is might be the best call. No time lost for Thiago Costa. He needs to get a big gap to Dom. At least. Fast enough. Still stay in P5. And the gap between Melon and Divin is still around at 1.5 seconds. There might be some discussion going on in the chat because Divin has a time penalty, 3 seconds in total. Let Melon take the win. Because he is indeed fighting in the championship.
Oh! Is Divin losing the right end of his wing?
He's lucky he can continue. He went straight on to into the baggage like Leclerc did in Baku. With the famous phrase, I'm an idiot. I'm stupid.
I'm stupid, yeah.
And he's not going into the pit lane.
No.
Hoping he can...
he is going to suffer.
Oh yeah, he definitely will. 5 laps. With a broken front wing in Singapore is...
yeah.
Is shit.
And the front wing got nerfed as well. Broken front wing.
Yeah.
Should now be less powerful than it was before.
And with that damage on the Ferrari, he is indeed losing so much time to Montero behind. So the 1-2 for Ferrari is out of the window. And Thiago Costa is gaining ground as well to Divin. Divin really needs to get to the pit lane. He really needs to if he does not want to lose any more positions.
Ooh, and the left front end plate is now as well gone. The whole wing is gone.
Yeah. You would get the meatball flag, IRL. For continuing with this front wing. He's hindering Thiago Costa as well without the front wing. And yep, there he is into the pit lane and overshooting it because there's no downforce on the braking. Into the pit lane he goes. Where is the phony? And there's the phony. Up it to P5. So fans in chat can cheer once again. And with that mistake, first of all into hitting the barriers, braking too late, and then not pitting immediately, he's all the way into well, P9, last place.
Well, it looks like Melon is getting away with choosing the soft tire with that many laps.
There's still 4 laps to go. And those 4 laps will be quite slow if you have about 60-70% left or tire wear on the soft tires.
I think he should be around more close to 50-60 with 10 laps. At least that's what I had at the end. I did 11, I think. But yeah, it still drives like a garbage truck. And Montero also gained a few tenths.
Few tenths is not even worth mentioning with a 7.5 gap to Melon. And a penalty of 3 seconds in total. We will have 3 laps after Melon crosses the line. 3 laps to see what the soft tire is indeed doing. 6.9 seconds, at least he's within that 7 seconds right now. Do you see any noticeable difference in the driving style from Melon with 11 laps already on the soft tires? Yeah, just taking it easy on exits. He still has about a third of his battery left to try and defend Montero if he gets too close. But yeah, Montero needs to get at least 3 seconds ahead of Melon. Oh, small mistake, not shifting up to gear 5. Montero is closing in quite fast. Less than 5.5 seconds. Gloomy another penalty for track limits. 3 seconds in total. Up top. Oh, it's a first clear for Gloomy. Oh, that's nice to see. Yes, Divin and Gloomy fighting for... Oh, never mind. There goes Divin. Same what happened to Adam in Austria last time. Switching to him. To Adam at C-spawn. Switching to Divin at E-spawn. What happens when I switch to Melon? Does he spin? 12 laps? Softs? Not yet. Less than 2 laps to survive. As the gap is 4.6 seconds. Yeah, the gap is closing down pretty quickly, but with 1.5 laps left, Montero needs to get at least 7 seconds. Go faster. 4 seconds to close to Melon and 3 second time penalty for the phone. He won't hurt him. As Phil is, at least the AI of Phil is 6.9 seconds behind. Nice. Once Montero is ahead of Melon, he's to get 3 seconds ahead. I don't see that happening. Heading into the final lap of the Singapore Grand Prix in the OGKROE League. 4.4 for Montero. Montero needs to find 5 seconds in one lap to get the win. Let's get the all bounties on board so we can do some quick maths. As Dom needs to find about 3 seconds to get another podium. P4 already good result for the Haas. The Haas driver with Montero and Dom in P2 and P4. Solid points as well for the constructors. .2 seconds for Montero. But only 1 sector left to gain 4 seconds. That's penalties by Join the Ass. They always have been doing that so in the OGKROE League. Of course, the DNF is experienced in that. Less than a second. But there's just no time left, no track left, no turns left. Only the final 2, but they are almost flat out as there is Melon taking another win, this time in Singapore. Waving over the start-finish line ahead of Montero, who takes P2. And Thiago Costa, a podium in Singapore in the Aston Martin. Doing a great job in finishing the podium. And Dom P4, he will be happy with that. And what can Defoni do? Still, yeah, he will be in P5. Fans predicted P6, but P5 is even better. As Phil is still I think so. Does look like it. Might be a disqualification, not sure what will be happening as Gloomy is over the line in P7, Kyoko P8. And Divin was running in P2. Lost the car, or lost it on the braking into the barrier, losing the wing end plate. And into the barriers again as he was crossing start-finish in a fashionable manner in the reverse. Ninth place, 2 points. Jesser taking the last point. Montero, driver of the day, deserved. Beautiful session there. We have some GG's already in the Discord. And let's get those results on screen. Melon maximizing his points. 20, well, not the fastest lap. That goes to Gloomy. Advance, the results for the sprint. Result for the race. Melon taking it out of Montero, Thiago Costa. Yeah, fastest lap for Gloomy. 39.6. And it's Jesse. Not even gaining a point because he DNF'd. And Rafa in P11. Thanks to EA Buggerinos and Draconsi in P12. And looking at the time, I don't think there is time left to do some driver interviews, sadly. Already 10:30. Bedtime for a lot of drivers. So we'll leave it with this. Next week will be Silverstone, no sprint race, so there will be time left for driver interviews again. And then we'll see you next Monday.